Hey preschool team, I'm here to tell you about what we are doing this weekend in preschool. Last week we talked about how God made us, and this week we're going to continue by adding on, and He has a plan for us. So God made us and has a plan for us. And so we're going to use the story of Esther to help reinforce that. So it is also Mother's Day weekend, and we like to acknowledge that, but we also have to remember to be sensitive to multiple reasons why that could be hard for a child. So we are going to make a craft just like this one. This is actually the part that is already done for you. So this is a picture frame with a clip. It has magnets on the back so it can stick to something on their fridge or maybe at their desk like that. But this clip will hold the picture. So if there is a picture or the picture that you have of them, will just clip right in there and you'll be able to see more of the frame. My picture is a little too big. So this will already be done, but your job and the kid's job is to come up with the picture that is going to go on that frame. So at your small group tables, you will have colorful cardstock, and that colorful cardstock is what you as a leader are going to write on in big and bold and legible handwriting. So you will be taking a picture of them, or one person in the room will at least be taking pictures of them out in the hallway, where there will be a photo op or background that says above their heads, "I love you because." And so on this piece of paper at your small group table, you're going to be writing the because. You're going to be writing, "You are kind," or "You make me pancakes in the morning," or "You are silly," or whatever it is the kids say. You will be writing that part down. You won't be writing the "I love you because" part. That is already on the photo app. So it will say "I love you because," and then their sign will say "You are kind," whatever it is that they say. So at the table, I did give some ideas on how to guide that conversation to be sensitive to kids who might not have a mom that is around, or whatever the circumstances are that might make that a sensitive day for them. So you can just talk individually to the kids at your table, and maybe just ask them, who lives at home with you? And try to probe for those responses so that you can figure out if that's an appropriate question to ask to talk about mom, or if maybe you should talk about, they say grandma or their aunt or their dad, or just whoever it is that might be special to them that they can answer the same question about. They can still answer why they love someone, and they won't be left out of that. So just try to ask those little probing questions that you can get that information without making them feel singled out. So that I kind of gave you a couple steps or ways that you can ask those questions on the leader guide, or just as simply as asking them, who lives at home with you? And then asking a follow-up question once you figure out if mom is someone that you can ask about, or if it's someone else. Then you can ask them, why do you love mom? And then writing down that response. Again, you're not going to write because on the paper, because that's already going to be above their head on the backdrop. So once you guys have those written nice and big, you can put the kid's name on the back so that when they go out there, their signs don't get mixed up and they have the right sign that you wrote for them. So they're not really doing anything with this sheet besides they get to hold on to it after you write on it. So someone or a couple volunteers will take them out into the hallway. If you are at Plymouth, one person will be using their cell phone just to take pictures and send them to me in a text message. But if you are at Groseal or Brighton, then you will be using a Polaroid camera. So then whoever has the Polaroid will just be able to take the picture and they'll come out immediately. So that is what we are going to do. So you're going to take those pictures, and then the Polaroids, you can just clip them on right away. And if you are sending them to me, I'm going to be printing them out in our office, and you will be getting them shortly. So it might be a follow-up thing that you have to do after large group, by getting their pictures clipped on or cut out. So that is what our craft is. And we also, because that doesn't involve a lot of things for them to actually do at the table, we do have an Esther coloring sheet for you guys, so that they can, while you might be writing some of the kids' responses, other kiddos can be coloring their Esther sheet to keep them busy while you're helping kids around your table. So the Esther coloring sheet also has Esther 414 at the top, and it's kind of light to see because it is dashed, so it is traceable. So it's something that if they color the coloring sheet, if you want them to ask them to trace or to try to trace the letters and read those words to them, then that is something additional that they can also do. So this will be also in your craft baskets, and something that you can do with them during that small group time. And during free play, these will be out. These are only going to be for kids who choose to do this activity. This isn't something that you need to do for every child, because otherwise that's a lot to do in a small group time. So this is just an additional activity that if someone wants to do, a leader does need to man this table during free play. And they're going to be different sheets out. Some will say my mommy, some will say my grandma, some will say my aunt, and then there will be others that say you are special to me. And that can be anyone. It doesn't have to be mom. So they can pick out which one they want to do. And maybe if they are thinking about Mother's Day, some of them may not, but if they're thinking about that, then they can pick this one too. And they all have different fill in the blanks. So my mom's name is, and you can help them write all of the fill in the blanks. You can ask them those questions. She is blank years old. My mom cooks the best. Her favorite color is, and it's really, really fun to hear their responses. And I know this makes parents laugh a lot too, to hear some of the, or even some of them are super sweet that make them just really enjoy reading them. So this one part right here is for the kids to do. They can color a picture of their mom right here, but the rest you will have to help them fill out if they choose to do that during free play. So there will be a variety of those out on the table. Okay, so then the activity that you are going to do is a game, and it's called King, King, Where is Your Crown? So I have the instructions on the back of the leader guide that you can use to play this game. All you're going to need is a crown and a chair. So I know a lot of our rooms don't have chairs in them, so make sure that you either grab a kid's chair or an adult chair or whatever that the kid can sit in, or whoever the child is at the time, whoever is it, the king, that they can sit in that chair. So you're going to choose one child to be king first, have the child who is king to sit on the chair and close their eyes. And then you're going to choose another child to quietly take the crown from under the chair of the kid who is king and hide it behind their back. So if you could picture you guys sitting in a circle, and whether that kid in the chair is in the center of the circle or just somewhere in the circle, someone from the circle will get up and quietly get the crown and put it behind their back. And then once they have done that and everyone is ready, you are going to have your class say, King, King, where is your crown? Someone took it from your town. Guess who? And then you will give the king an opportunity to guess who they think has the crown behind their back. So you can have the kids all pretend like they have it behind their back, or the kid who has it behind their back can just put their hands in their lap. However they want to do it. Have fun with it. And then once they either guess the child or they don't guess the child, then that person who had the crown behind their back is the next king. So you can just keep playing it. It's just a fun guessing game. As we talked about Esther, it's just we're continuing to make it a theme of our game. So that is a game or our activity, and that is all we have for you this weekend. If you are a mom, I just want to wish you a very happy Mother's Day, and I can't wait to see you guys this weekend. Bye.